Grateful to be back with you guys again. All things real estate here with Layne and Jen. And what we want to talk about, because we get a lot of questions on this, is getting your house ready to sell, right?
What do I need to do?
So typically I'll get a phone call, or someone will refer me to somebody, and they'll ask me, hey, we're thinking about selling our home.
Yes.
We need to know value. A lot of times that's all people focus on is what can I sell my house for?
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, it's much deeper than that. There's much more to it that is required. So I'll go into a home and I'll say, listen, I'll run comparables for you using the MLS,
Yep.
but I'll prep them on that phone call and say, there's no way that, a computer generates a price
Yeah.
is the actual price.
Yeah.
Because it can't account for cosmetics.
It can't account for the feel of walking through a home or a community or seeing what's around a home. And that's why people need a real estate agent to come in and let them know what they're seeing, what's happening in that neighborhood or that area of the market to help them get their home ready to sell.
And recently, I mean, I deal with this all the time. I can't commit to a price until I've seen the house because it's not fair to them.
Oh,
Know it all. If I just throw out a
put
price,
on a
right?
blindfold and throw a dart at a board. Yeah.
Even if you're in a track home neighborhood, okay,
There's
it
so many
still doesn't.
differences.
Yeah, it's things that matter.
Yeah.
The molding, the crown molding, the type of window coverings, the type of countertops.
Yep.
And sometimes a lot of homes don't have pictures that I can even reference.
Yeah.
On the MLS.
Because if they built the home and it hasn't been sold before, or it's been so many years since they did sell, then we don't have access to that kind of stuff.
And the seller needs to have their time to tell me what's different about their home.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at the same time, I'm coaching them to detach.
Yes. That's the first thing.
Emotionally.
Yeah. Because you have to look at it now and start calling it a house and not a home. Because it's no longer your home and it's no longer the place you raised your 4 kids or that your grandmother lived in since the 1800s. This is now a piece of property that's being sold. It's transactional. And so you have to separate yourself from those emotional ties, but yet tell us so that we can tell your home story.
So one of the things I always do at the beginning is I ask for permission to be honest.
Yes.
Okay. Because if I can't say what needs to be said, we're not the right match.
Yep.
And they need to know, exactly what I'm seeing as I'm going through a home. Okay. So, and I do this, listing appointments often. And one that recently comes to mind is the MLS, based on county records and everything. The price that I should list the home for is around 1.2 million.
Yep.
But I knew there was more to this property than just that. Okay.
Yeah.
And there was
data.
a lot that I hadn't seen. I'd driven by the home.
Yeah.
I knew it was in a great location. I knew it was ideal for working professionals, close to skiing, close to all things recreational. A lot of what Utah has to offer, restaurants, work, you name it. It had those things. But until I actually saw the home, and it's one of the favorite listings I've ever picked up.
It's Layne's favorite listing. Everybody.
And just because of the uniqueness of it, the feel that it has, the customization, everything was custom.
Yeah.
Okay, you could not just rely on number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage.
No.
However, the home is over 30 years old.
Yes.
So there's going to be some, surprise moments that they're not
And also
aware
that
of.
the homeowners have every guest that comes in the home put shoe coverings on. You don't know that someone's home is that pristine and well taken care of and the story behind it until you go and you see it and you feel it and you get the vibe for the house and for your sellers and for what they have done to the home and the care that they've given it.
And I feel like I can speak, personally about this because, again, my own home is currently under contract.
Yep.
Because we bought a new home, an old home that we completely gutted and, remodeled on the inside. So I've been through this process myself.
Because it was the home you raised your kids in.
Yes.
You're attached to it. And you still live in the neighborhood. So you're going to see it.
Yeah.
They're going to be your neighbors.
And afterwards, after we did all the prep on the home, my wife was like, are we sure we want to move?
Yeah.
I'm like,
we're moving.
yeah. And it was, so things that can help get the most money out of your home. And Jen talks about this all the time.
Yeah.
Paint, carpet.
Yes.
A lot of the stone tile you don't need to replace.
Yeah.
But paint, carpet,
Yep.
new plumbing fixtures,
Yeah.
new light fixtures,
Yep.
going to flush mount.
Lighten, brighten your home up. We're going to we send out photography tips to all of our clients so that they know before the photographer comes. We want those windows cleaned. We want all those blinds opened up. We want all those
Deep
lights
cleaning
on.
inside and out.
Yes, and we'll have a home stager come through your home
Yeah,
to say,
a listing consultation.
Oh,
you're going to want to
yeah.
have that. I know a lot of people love their house how it is, but again, it comes to that detachment of now it's time to view it through the eyes
of today's buyer.
of the buyer for today.
I work with lots of agents and do lots of real estate transactions. And we just had a client that reached out to the agent and said, oh, the stager that you sent was it looks terrible. My house looks terrible. Well, it's her house and she was used to her decorations. And when we got the pictures back, it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
It looked gorgeous. And we have all the marketing behind it. We'll have a single home landing page for them. We'll create brochures, feature cards. We're going to put stories up on social media and videos and just really market your home and present your home in its best light.
And something, if you're going to pull something from this, that's a little phrase, deep clean, depersonalize.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And there's another D that it's slipping my mind.
But detach. They need to detach from the house.
You've got to detach from the house. So I would, take those things, pre-listing inspection on a home that old.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
We had a home inspector go in and he did uncover a couple things about the home that were critical, that needed to be addressed. And you always want to be completely honest on the seller's disclosures because it does you no good
to try and hide things.
anything at all.
And if you have taken good care of the home, we want people to know that. And if we can present that inspection and you can have the furnace green sticker certified, these are just things that are going to show the buyer that you care and you have gone and taken those extra steps and that you are selling them a wonderful home that they are going to have for years to come and make wonderful memories in.
So let me ask you this, Jen.
Yeah.
The majority of the work, when does it occur on a listing?
Before it goes live.
Way before.
Yes.
The easy part is when it's live.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And
we do all day long.
We streamline that process.
Yeah.
We make that super simple. When the showings are occurring and being requested on a schedule. We find out beforehand the schedule that best fits for you as far as if you don't want people walking through your house on Sundays. Okay. They can't even request that time if it's not available. We block it off. Or you have young kids and you want them in bed at 7:00. We'll stop showings at 6 p.m.
Or you're going to be out of town for the weekend. We'll have showings, what we call go and show, so that they can come the entire time you're gone. And it doesn't have to disrupt you. Our
entire goal as we go through this on preparing a home to list is when we give the price, we know people looking at the home, are there because they can afford the price.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, what they're looking for is a reason not to buy the house. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to help you eliminate all those possible reasons so that at the end of it, they're just, we have no reason not to offer. They can't leave
without writing an offer.
We have no reason not to offer on this home.
Yeah. And we're going to be following up with everyone who shows your home and saying, what did your clients think? Rate this for us. Let us know their feedback so that we can keep you up to date. And we send out every weekly on Mondays a listing analysis to the clients and let them know what homes are selling for that are active right then, what homes have sold for, and compare their houses for them in real time every single week and give them that up-to-date data and information.
So the goal is to net you the most amount of money and that'll happen by following those pointers.
Yep, exactly. We want to help make it as smooth and as painless and as productive as possible as you move on to your next home or your next adventure.